This is an India Today World exclusive where Ashraf is getting you first-hand updates. Take a look at these exclusive ground reports from Bekaa Valley, in Lebanon and Syria border.
First of all, for our viewers, India Today is only the channel in the world who has reached the Syrian border, which has become the hotspot in this conflict during last few days, particularly after the Friday's strikes by Israel on Hezbollah headquarters in south of Beirut. I am currently on the border of Lebanon, Syria here in the Bekaa Valley. Bekaa Valley is behind me. This area you can see, this is the Bekaa Valley, and thousands of people are crossing this border and taking shelter in the Syria. And this border is very poor border. You can see in the pictures behind me. Actually, there is not any kind of a control which is on this border. Anyone can easily come from Lebanon and penetrate into the Syria or Iraq, and from those countries also people, including the Hezbollah fighters, can easily cross this border. After the Friday's attacks on the South Beirut, in which Hezbollah headquarters were targeted and damaged, most of the families living in the South Beirut have chosen this road to head towards the Syria. Just behind me, all this checkpoint, the area of Syria starts, and I am currently in the territory of Lebanon. But during last 3 days, more than thousands of people have already, with families, crossed this border. And even this time you can see how the families are coming up just on the right side of me. They are heading towards the Syria with their kids, with their children, and with everyone, whatever they can find, so that they could find some safe place. Bekaa Valley, which is behind me, is the stronghold of Hezbollah. This has been targeted since October last year by the Israel, and during the last 10 days, it is not a single day when there is not any specific Israeli strike being carried out in the Bekaa Valley. This is the Bekaa Valley behind me, all these mountains, and there are houses, there are habitats, there are towns. And just 5 minutes back, there was a strike on the Bekaa Valley's one shelter, not far from this place, only must be some 4 or 5 kilometers. With the big bang, house was targeted, and we are not sure that what kind of damage has happened in that attack. But one thing is clear, that this border, which connects Lebanon with the Syria, behind me these mountains, this is the part of Syria. This is now the pipeline and the flow for the displaced people of Lebanon towards the Syria. And probably it is believed that Hezbollah fighters and commanders have also taken this route after the Friday strikes to be in the Syria for some time. I all the way from Beirut covered some 200 kilometers to reach there. On the way, the road which connects the Beirut with the Damascus has been targeted at many places. I saw a bridge which was also targeted by the Israeli forces. I could not take the pictures there due to the security there, but that bridge has got a lot of damage, a big hole in the bridge, and many cars had come in that attack's impact. Basically, this road has become an irritation for the Israel and IDF. This is the way where Israel also understands that Hezbollah fighters can use this route to hide in Syria and Iraq. To prevent that, they tried many times, not only once, but thrice, to target this highway, so that this could not be the motorable for the movement of people from Lebanon to Syria. But so far, they have not succeeded in making this highway defungable. And I want to show for our visuals that what kind of scenario and view here on this border is. This is the road which heads towards the Damascus, Syria. There are only few policemen and army personnel here. On my right side, they are just checking the identity cards, because you did not need any kind of visa here to cross from one country to another country, other than the nationals from different countries. But for the Syrians and Lebanese, this is very open border. They can come, show their identity card, national identity card, and move from that side to this side, and from this side to that side. And also just few meters away on that, the big white that gateway, that is the Syrian point, where Syrian officials, few of them, are just checking the identity cards of the people. Some of them have not even the identity cards, but I'm since morning seeing on the way also here just people heading towards here to register their names in this, you can say, immigration center, where they are writing their name and giving their information, and then proceeding towards the Syrian area. Bekaa Valley has been always on the radar of, because it has not a direct border with the Israel as in the South Lebanon. So this is a safe place for the Hezbollah, and Israeli defense forces are aware of it, that the Hezbollah is hiding there. But among the population of here about 5 lakh which live in the Bekaa Valley, and houses are spread all over these mountains, which you can see behind me. And so to trace the exact Hezbollah locations in these mountains is not even possible for the idea. There is a kind of a mess in the governance in the Lebanon. There is not any kind of a proper control by the government. There is a caretaking government already. The country is in the crisis for last many years, particularly after the economic blowdown, when the country's every asset and the banks got completely it could not be paid to the people. So the economic condition of the country is very poor. That result is no wages to the government employees. Since Friday, we have seen there is not any kind of a let-off by the Israeli defensive forces, and that was clearly stated by Benjamin Netanyahu, even in the United Nations General Assembly. He said that their operations will continue unless and until their goals are not achieved. Their major goal of the Israel is that how they can make it possible to bring back all those displaced people from the North Israel back to their homes who have left from 8th of October 2023. Now almost 1 year has passed. More than 60,000 people in the North Israel are away from their homes, and their homes had been already destroyed during the last 11 months by the Hezbollah and their rockets. Even Israeli defensive forces have not any clue about them. So one thing we can say, that Hezbollah is on other side of the border, ruling and acting in the northern Israel. That is the biggest challenge with the Benjamin Netanyahu.
All right, getting in all the details as far as the crisis in this region is concerned. Ashraf Wani with that report.